Ba-da-da. Leviosa. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Hey, one though, how are you? This fine day. Man. I've not made any story progress in this game in literal months. Since the last time I streamed, which was... When was it? It was 2.1, I know that. About 4 months ago. God, I want to move on. I've been stuck in this goddamn continent too goddamn long. I've been stuck here. Look, there's this, there's this, there's the rest of this, there's all of this, there's all of this, and there's, this doesn't exist. But God, I want to leave. How to eat beans with a spoon. Spoon the beans. I'm going to go get in a fight real quick. Because I am unsure on the audio balancing. So I want to... see how it sounds in a fight. Who's that on the bottom left? This is my little Weeble avatar. He's there to block the chat because it's considered a good forum when you stream this game to block the public chat. And I don't want to get rid of it. But you can't see my cursor. I don't want to get rid of it because, you know, I need to be able to read whenever I'm playing in multiplayer. But he's there to block the chat. And is him. Is this guy. Is him. As drawn by the talented Orem, who is in the Discord. You probably know the name. Boot or not boot? What you talking about? Alright, let's see what the audio is like. Alright, that seems fine. How'd that sound on your end? Was that too loud or what? It looked good on OBS, but I'm not sure how it actually came out. It was fine. Alrighty. That's the first test out of the way. Let's go see how spoken dialogue sounds. Into the rising stones. I tell you my stones are rising. Oh yeah, I need to finish these at some point. Oh yeah, there's this. Also, apparently this is fucking crazy busted. I don't know. We'll figure it out in the future. Is it not wonderful, Weeble? Nary a single presumptuous merchant has darkened our door. I know full well they will come in time. But for now, let us enjoy the respite. Or respite. I've always pronounced it respite. But apparently it's respite. And it's weird because I've never seen a word pronounced it with an ITE at the end. Spite, bite, kite, might. Like, it's respite. Goddamn barbarians. Sprite. Right now I have a Coke. Hey Mom, how are you? He has a new assignment for all y'all. I guarantee you these are worse than my current earrings. They all look good, but they're... Oh, fuck. We'll take the gill on this. Still Waters. Minfilia has a new assignment for you. Truly, there is no rest for the weary. Scarce had I begun to make myself at home, when I received a request for assistance for Mama Gina and Son's mineral concern. It would appear their storehouse in Horizon has been the target of a series of covert robberies. Minor as they seemed in isolation, occasional discrepancies in the manifests were long dismissed as clerical errors. It was only during the concern's annual audit that a pattern became apparent. Significant quantities of crystals, and only crystals, were missing. I need hardly tell you what that may imply. Primals. 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 The game where you get good gear, looks garbage, and you buy it whenever they give you garbage gear. It looks godly for looks. Hey, you talking shit about my glamour? I chose to look like this. I'm still, despite having almost 300 hours in this game, I'm still early in, and I'm not even out of the... I'm barely out of the first act of the game. So I don't have access to a lot of the good-looking clothing yet. Primals? My lady? The brass blades charged with investigating the thefts believe that someone within the concern is selling the crystals for profit. Alas, they have as yet been unable to identify a likely suspect, and the concern's proprietors have grown frustrated by their lack of progress. How many acts are there? Well, if you consider the expansions all an act, you've got the base game, which is A Realm Reborn. If you also include like in between expansions, because there's like a patch cycle, which is also very long. You have A Realm Reborn. You have the that's what we finished. We have A Realm Reborn patches, which is what we're currently in. Then you have Heaven's Word and its patches. And then you have Stormblood and its patches. And then you have Shadowbringers, and apparently they are considered two different sections in the patches for Shadowbringers. And we're about to get Endwalker on top of that. So quite a few. I'm very early into the game. I'm still in the part of the game that is actually free. Completely free to play. Needless to say, I would not have agreed to intervene had the stolen goods been of merely monetary value. If there is even a possibility that the thief acts not out of self-interest, but in service to a primal, we can ill afford to wait for the blades to realize their mistake. Pray depart for Horizon at your earliest convenience. Rendezvous with Y'shtola when you arrive. She and Thagrid have already begun a preliminary investigation. I have every confidence that the three of you will get to the bottom of these thefts. I only hope our fears prove unfounded when you do. It's a primal. It's obviously a primal. And also, psst, I know which one. It's in the thumbnail. Alright, time to teleport to the only place that I ever favorited because I didn't know what I was doing when I first started the game and I can't get rid of it. Oh, doggy. I'm going to mount up as well. I also have a dog. Lovely. Mimina? The pain in the arse checking every shipment out of Ester Bay, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, Grace might start falling off the back of the wagons if you catch my drift. What, you mean like all of the crystals? Gizelbardus. Lost, are you? If you want to know something, go ahead and ask. Nope. Yeah, what up? Ah, Weeble. Weeble, your assistance is most welcome. I've already spoken at length with the brass blades of the Rose, albeit to little avail. It would seem that the thieves took great pains to conceal their activities. I could go into further detail, but your time might be better spent in conversation with Fufalupa. He is the officer charged with leading the investigation, and I would only be repeating that which he related to me. If aught eluded my attention, mayhap it will not elude yours. Sure, I am a master investigator, and I'm going to investigate. Wait a minute. Aren't you a quest character? Also, those are adorable. Look at me. I dwarf you in size. I miss being short. I don't like being tall, Lalafell. I want to be short, Lalafell again. Weevil, what a pleasure to see you again. I knew it. It's been a while, but I remember you. Yashola said to expect you. Terrible business, these thefts. We've yet to confirm the quantity of crystals stolen, but I dare say it may be greater than... Oh, but never mind that. I have news to share. A short while ago, the driver of a heavily laden carriage refused to halt for inspection and broke through one of our checkpoints at the Royal Allegan Sunway. The car bolted off towards eastern Thanalan, where, thank the gods, I hear that our colleagues were able to apprehend them without further incident. Speeding carriage? That would seem a curious choice for thieves of such proven cunning. Yet the Amalja do have a foothold in eastern Thanalan. And what of their cargo? Did they carry the crystals we seek? We should be receiving a report any moment now, but I fail to see what else it could... It's a distraction. Did you miss me, friends? I'm back, but I fear I come bearing disappointing news. Or, on second thought, perhaps it's good news after all. Tancred, wherever have you been off to? I figured you had everything under control here, so I just took a brief excursion to the east to check up on our Amalja friends. And would you believe it? I happened upon a runaway carriage on the way, and even was able to do my small part to help my friends and the Brass Blades intercept it. An early dismissal from school today. I'm happy. Yo, nice. Was it for a bad reason or a good reason? Either way, cool. I'm glad you got out of school. Sorry I'm late. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, user. Or random? Just some... How would you prefer to be addressed? Also, hello. How are you today? I don't know. Well, if it was just a let out of school thing, that's pretty neat. In all my years, I've never seen such a prodigious quantity of somnus. The Blades were calling it one of the greatest hauls they've ever seen. The stolen crystals, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found. User is fine. Alrighty. How are you doing today, user? Is that so? Alas, I suppose we have no choice but to resume our search for elsewhere. Why don't you go west? We should reassess our options as well. Come with us, Weeble. I'm fine, that's good to hear. Why do you look so mad? It's because your name's Fufalupa? Probably. Not even a chalupa. Against all expectation, it would seem the Amalj are innocent of this particular spate of crimes. By all indications, they have yet to replenish the stores of crystals exhausted during their last attempt to summon Ifrit. What I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such lengths to obtain crystals, and in such quantities. It cannot be that we are dealing with simple thieves. If their motive were profit, why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? Plainly, we are missing something. While you think about what it might be, I shall inform Yurian J of our progress, or lack thereof. Well, if they sold them to make a profit, they're probably selling them to beast tribes.
Now then.
Voice acting.
Tis I. The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated.
Was that the Costa del Sol music all of a sudden?
Indeed, I shall remain watchful. Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to...
Oh my.
Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Oh, very well. Be she damsel or devil, I shall direct her steps to Revenant's Tome.
How you doing today? I'm
Save
doing
thine
good.
Insinuations for one given to such
Right off to bed soon,
impropriety.
doing well, played guards with
Thou
my
shalt
fam.
not find
Nice.
me amenable.
You've been here so long, you were preempting my questions. I'm glad you had a good day.
Far across the sea from the land of Domar have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands. Who here speaks for you?
Who is in charge of the town? I thought you'd ask fast enough and the answer directly pops up. I was waiting for I was trying to avoid talking during dialogue, but you preempted me. Well played. I'll take the extra gill. A final temptation. Tancred wishes to discuss how to proceed with the investigation. Any bright ideas? A solitary flash of insight? No? Well then, for want of a better suggestion, I say we try picking Fufalupa's brain again. Who knows, if we work together, we may yet find something of use nestled away within it. I doubt it. I think he's too angry to give us anything of use. Minion swap. Who are we going to get? You. The naughty Nanka. Awesome. Fuck. I was trying to disable auto. I hate life. I just took my pants off to be comfy in bed, and now I need to pee. I would say pee in bed, but that's bad advice, and I don't want to get yelled at. Don't pee in bed. Go pee in toilet. I hate when that happens. Calm yourself, Fufalupa. What is this disturbing possibility of which you speak, which I understand for some reason, despite being unable to hear anything you said? I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped our notice for so long, and then it came to me. What if there is someone among our own ranks conspiring with them, a traitor in our own midst? It would be most unfortunate if your fears proved well-founded, Fufalupa. But I'm too lazy to stand up. Don't be in bed. You don't want a soggy bed. Indeed, if, for reasons of security, the concern decided to transfer the remaining crystals stored in Horizon to another location, their plans would be discovered the moment the brass blades were informed. Ah, but such a shipment would surely be well guarded. Would thieves as wily as ours risk open confrontation? Yes, I do. I advise against this, but I have no power to stop you. Mayhap not, but neither would the concern be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret, to entrust the goods to, let us say, a lone Mikote miner, traveling without escort so as to not attract undue attention. Do I see? Yes, the concern may well elect to do that, but to travel with so much cargo would be a strenuous task indeed. And this miner would certainly need to rest upon the way. Mayhap north of the bridge to Hammerley? A fine spot for a rest. Would you not agree, Weeble? Weeble? You lie in wait to the north, and I shall do the same to the south. Imagine buying the membership just for you to say hello. You get it's. Yeah, I had to put something there. So I'll say hello, I'll say hi. I wish. This is something that Twitch does. If you have what is effectively a channel membership on Twitch, you don't get ads. That is not a function of a membership on YouTube. But it really should be. Hi to no members and hello to two members. Hi, hello, how you doing? Howdy. You get the full thing. Now, it's mostly there for emote. Which I need to see if I can get them cleaned up by the creator. Forgive me, my friends, but I have received new orders. I must inform my men at once. Howdy. Howdy. How you doing? Nice. Hello. Salutations. I'm the Cowboy George. Yeehaw and, burgers. Very American. Call me a cynic, but I would be surprised if these thieves lay down their arms and surrender. See that you come prepared to offer them some encouragement. Encouragement. I can be extremely encouraging. The bridge. Alrighty. Let's go beat the shit out of these guys who were probably stealing them to give to the Sahagin. Given the fact that I know which primal's coming up. Standing watch. No one over there, just a bunch of bugs. Gods, no matter, kill them all! Unknown Ravager. God, look at his dick. They dine in this godforsaken hellhole. Oh, so they are Laminson. They're pirates selling them to Sahagin. Hello there. I just punched 4 guys to death by kicking them in the shin. How are you? Stubborn to the last, as expected. Are you unharmed? gang of sea wolf thieves in Thanalan, no less. Suppose there's a first time for everything. Yeah, it's the pirate boys. Sea wolves? All of them? Aye, and all with the same face and taste in facial tattoos. Blue, in case you were wondering. Our thieves are a long way from home. Fine, I believe this is a movie or book title. I Am Fine? Or Cowboy George? Tancred, if you would be so good as to attend to the outstanding matters in Horizon, I have inquiries to make. Nodders. To Horizon, then. Hoofalupa will want to hear about your meeting with the thieves. Time to go talk with Captain Chalupa. Isn't there something called a fupa? I think there's something called a fupa. On behalf of the Brass Blades of the Rose, I thank you for your service to Horizon. But we have not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks. Is that so? Then, by your leave, I should very much like to have a word with this fellow in private. No. I am afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he, managed to subdue the unit of blades dispatched to detain him, and to make good his escape. Bed to bed, and yes, I went peeing. Good night. Have a good night, George. Please don't pee in your bed. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, for the love of... And how did he manage that exactly? Your men haven't been sampling that somnus we confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? No, but he was quite strong. A sea wolf. Lemenson born and raised, I believe. But do not worry, we will find him. You have my word on that. I see. Pray keep me apprised of any developments. Colonel. Yes? He's standing next to me. Understood. I fear our time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing, I know, but one must follow where duty leads. You might try to look a little disappointed. Or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? You do, don't you? Nodders. I'm nodding, I'm bobbing my head up and down. Oh my god. Is that a naked Noctis? Oh. Get those out of my inventory. Watch this. Perfection. Anyway, hey, Thancred. The Mother of Exiles. Thancred has information on your next assignment. The Mother of Exile. Oh, we're probably going to go talk to the other lady again. The antecedent bid me tell you to make for Vesper Bay, where young Alphino waits for your coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance. Some commotion or incident, I'm not privy to the details. While you do whatever it is that Alphino has planned for you, I shall endeavor to track down our traitor's brass blade. And when I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers. I love that song. You do know Alphino hates to be kept waiting, don't you? Ah, but of course you do. Carry on then. Later, nerd. Vroom. Yes, I did this quest. I did it offline. Of course I did. I want the car. Why did I want the car? Well, because it's actually a jet. I know. Cool, right? It's like the Batmobile. I'm Bruce Wayne, baby. Yeah. Whoop. Okay, I thought maybe being on a mount was killing the in-town music. No, I was just having a trouble. Having a slow time. I cut off mount music for spoiler reasons. Hey, what up, nerd? You were late. No matter. I know where our visitors are headed. From what I've been able to gather, this vessel belongs to a band of Domans who seek an audience with the Sultana. You are familiar with Doma, yes? And authored? Well, like the rest of the nations of the Eastern Continent, it is ruled by the Garlean Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale, and, more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove most useful. We'd be fools not to pursue this opportunity, don't you think? Come with me to Ul'dah, Weeble. Unless I am mistaken, and I am rarely mistaken, we will find the Domans bickering with a Sultan sworn on the Royal Promenade. You are uncertain of your role in the proceedings? Insurance. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume that they may be being pursued by some. And if not, who better than you to have on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic event? Besides, I do so enjoy your sparkling repartee. Satisfied? Good. I shall see you in Ul'dah. You just call me boring. And also, are you using me as a threat? I'm literally being used as an intimidation tactic. Minion swap. Oh, hey. It's an edgy boy. To Ul'dah! The greatest city in the entire fucking world. We are the best. Because we have really good music. One moment. All right. Pop fists to win, so I move slightly faster and immediately turn right back around. And we are going to the Chamber of Rule, I believe. The Steps of Thal. Right over there. Or there, rather. Use your eyeballs. Don't just look at the map. Fuck! Ow. Ignore that. I didn't mess up. It wasn't a horrible mistake. Gotta go right now. I pull out my weapons and I charge like this. Very intense running. What business would Her Grace have with the likes of you? Are you judging me, ma'am? Are you judging me? Nice. It matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permissions, none shall pass. Pray understand, good sir, we have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us that small kindness. Away with you, and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again. You know not what you do. Okay, bye. Whoa, where the hell? I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears. A loyal man with a cold heart. I know his kind well. I hope that you will find me more to your liking. Alphino Leviosa. At your service. A friend. Which, I believe, makes me very nearly unique. In this part of the world, at least. You indeed are your allies in Ul'dah. Yet you will need some if you wish to endear yourselves to the wealthy and powerful. Pray, join me and my associate at the quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us, and we shall see if there is aught we can do to help. Nodders. I'm nodding. I'm making a observation on the fact that these guys have the same hairstyle backwards, and it's freaking me out. I gotta go. What's actually freaking me more out about it, other than that they have the same hairstyle in reverse, is that their hairstyle faces in towards the door instead of each one facing out. That's what really bothers me. It's just not good design. Watch your tongue whilst in the royal promenade. Don't tell me what to do. You're not my boss. My boss is over, I don't know, more donut? I think she's out looking for donuts. I want a donut. I love donuts. Obviously. What up, bitches? We would be most grateful for any assistance you and Master Alphino can offer. It has been ever so long since we last set foot on dry land. I truly hope this marks the end of our journey. Are you guys wearing Garlean uniforms? Master Alphino's associate, yes? We have been waiting for you. I trust you are ready to begin. No. Now I am. Oh shit, I forgot to... Boop. I forgot to put him back.
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Lady Yugiri.
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms. Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone, razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
Whoa, damn.
12 have mercy. And your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors. Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within
You have that kind of... It's like, you have that kind of authority?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I got
I'm in
friends.
your debt.
Friends in high places, of
Lady
course he
Yukiri,
does.
Forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah
Pronounced
unnecessary
want.
disquiet.
Pronounced want.
I shall defer to your experience then.
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
Oh! I know what she reminds me of. I've been trying to think of it the entire time. She looks like a Sand Fury from Fable 3. That's what I've been thinking of the entire time. She looks like a Sand Fury. Ikkyo and Kasasagi. I don't remember catching your guys' names. What the hell? Interesting. We are grateful beyond measure for this kindness. Lady Yugiri labors day and night for the good of our people. She's an inspiration to us all, yet I worry for her health. I'm sure it's fine. If I may, sir, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for several moons, and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to hear them, I think. Suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Though it shames me to beg for more when you have already offered so much. Desperation compels me. Gentle sir, if you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, it would go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. You need money? I got like some. Anything you can provide would be welcome. The adults can go without, but the children... Yeah, you're right. Hey, how much food can I buy for 300,000 gil? Hells, why didn't you say so sooner, Weeble? Of course I'll help. Couldn't have picked a better day to tell the truth. A wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow, see? We just sent word they can't come. They didn't have got a boatload of foodstuffs and no one to feed. Best of all, they paid for the lot in advance. Go and call on Fridura and Catherine at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell them I said to ship the Little Prince's order over to the Waking Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them those letters. That should set them straight. Free food. Up, 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 up. Now I'm hungry. What should I eat? What would you eat? What's everyone's favorite food? Mine is beef and broccoli. She's in the business of feeding refugees now. I ain't normally one to question Mistress Momodi's judgment. That doesn't seem wise to me. Instructions penned by the Quick Stand proprietress to deliver foodstuffs to the Waking Sands. I'll not speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man what can't earn a crust deserves to go hungry. Damn. What a fucking dick. Hello, Catherine. My, that's a rather odd request. Mayhap you misheard her instructions. Nope. Send him over. You know you shouldn't encourage him like this. They'll start to expect it, you mark my words. My dudes, they just got here. They literally just arrived. What else is this food going to do? Go to literally rot? God damn it. Do some good old-fashioned redistribution of wasted food. Food going to waste is horrible and tragic and should not be allowed to happen. I fucking hate it. They didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good. Now go and tell Lady Ugiri it's all in hand. We saved your lives. I dare not hope for such magnanimity. 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 I dared not hope for such magnanimity. I dared not hope for such magnanimity. I think I got it. Much less expect it. Mistress Momodi is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly. Yeah, she's like the best. Lady Ugiri, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. I think you will be pleased with his reply. We have been granted an audience. Before the Sultana and the Syndicate both, we should return to the Royal Promenade at once. You have done much for us, Master Alphino. I swear we shall return the favor. Naught is owed, Lady Ugiri, for naught has been given. This small favor you fairly won with your words. And it is with words that you must win the favor of the Syndicate. Then I shall choose them with care. You will be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them, assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us on the Royal Promenade. I'm going to pronounce the word differently each time I say it, and you can't stop me. They good? They seem like they don't have a working jump key. Yeet. There's a crystal. Oh. I'm sure a meeting with the Syndicate will not go over poorly. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, okay? Teleji Adeleji, I know your name. You must take pains to illustrate how accepting the Domans would benefit Ul'dah. Only then might the Syndicate be swayed. I wish to greet our guests beforehand and offer my support for their cause. Doman Ul'dah, it matters not to me. Birthplace does not equate to birthright in mine eyes. I take great pride in my establishments. I take great pride in my establishments for this very reason. The Platinum Mirage, in particular, serves as a showcase for the talents of countless men and women born beyond our borders. What's the Platinum Mirage? I've heard that the Sultana is a kind and generous ruler. Of the Syndicate, I have heard less flattering things. If we are all the enemies of Garlemald, is it not fitting that we should join forces? Whence? Bards sing of wars which decided the fates of nations, but a single word spoken within a council chamber is more like to decide that of my own. I'm sure you won't die. Hello. Rush me. A pleasure, Lieutenant Wobble. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting. I'm sure this will go over well, and no one will be taken advantage of. What the fuck is with that head? The cone head.
I, Yugiri of Domar, am honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri. Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Domar, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the Purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
I mean, obviously he's a
That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit
syndicate
them would
boy.
require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
The law is the law.
Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity?
Oh my
You
god.
have all read the reports, I think. Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'dah. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
Also an asshole.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Yes, the law is the law, and so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Ul'dah's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage hath fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote.
If the refugees are willing to rebuild the destroyed residential districts, wouldn't that solve the housing issue? I mean, they said that they're perfectly willing to do so. I feel like that would solve the housing problem. I don't know.
To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
Alright, bye.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
Damn
I
you,
understand,
oligarchy!
Your Grace, and I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity.
Now it's back to
The
squabbling.
monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
They really nailed the Greek feeling. Like, yeah, we band together when shit gets bad and we kick everybody's ass. But as soon as they leave, we start stabbing each other. Until we eventually lose because we stabbed each other too much. Nice. I'll take the die. As repeating that Lord Lolorito does not speak for the Syndicate. The others harbor doubts I will allow, but in time they shall see the error of their ways. Oh. Yeah. Sorry, my nose itches. As Lord Lolorito goes, so goes the Syndicate. Prone to violence and criminal activity. Who's he to speak of us thus? We are to be punished for the sins of we may never commit. Yeah, he's a prejudiced piece of shit. Don't worry about it. Actually, do worry about it. It's fucking awful. Did they not hear Lady Yugiri's pleas? How can they turn us away, knowing what we have endured? My people could not endure another long sea voyage. But if Ul'dah will not accept us, what choice have we? Try the Black Shroud. They're pretty chill. Raban would like to discuss how to handle the Doman refugees. Very shiny rings, and more money. As you observed, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor does he like to change it. Oft have I wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. I will waste no more words on him, not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone, follow me to the Hall of Flames. To the Hall of Flames! Where the hell is the Hall of Flames? Oh. It's my base. And by my base, I mean mine. It belongs to me. I'm in charge. I think? I'm in charge, yep. Sure, I'm not the general, but I'm lieutenant. That's close enough. I'm a lieutenant. Oh my god, the whole gang's all here. I will not deny that certain portions of the refugee population have been a burden on the Sultanate. Oh my god. But I take issue with my counterpart's contention that they account for the majority. In this, they are plainly mistaken. Even so, we must not think ill of them for wishing to protect our great nation. Yeah, sure, buddy. Mayhap I should have considered the likelihood of failure more deeply beforehand. You think? But you were just expecting it to work. Is there naught we can do to earn the approval of these Wuldans? We do not wish to live by the grace of others. We want to work. We want to contribute. And you said you'd fix Pearl Lane. Why won't they let you? Pearl Lane and the Milvaneth Sacrarium are both fucked. They need repaired. Galleon is no place for my people, for any people, to call home. This cannot continue. Ba-da-da-ba-da. The Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter could be reconsidered. The monetarists have made their position clear. Agreed. Ul'dah is not an option. Nor are Limsa Lominsa or Gridania, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Which leaves our Delman friends confined to a ship. Odds, the thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope of better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative. A place not bound by the concerns of the great nations. Are you finally figuring it out? Not Gridania, not Limsa, not Ul'dah. Where else is there in Aldenard? Mordona! Come to Donut Land with us. Minfilia? That is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate's decision. I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time? A week, mayhap, or even just a few days? Excellent. I shall keep you informed. Lady Ugiri, I have a proposal if you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alfino. The headquarters of my order, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, stands in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comforts of more well-established settlements. However, the leaders of Revenant Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labor, lest you doubt, with naught save food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike those which you yourself proposed, Lady Ugiri. Though I will not hear a word said against our beloved Ul'dah, Revenant's Toll woods offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Master Alfino, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray, do not thank me, my lady. The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat, considering the distance and their present condition. Mayhap the Ul'dah Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there anon, Weeble. I have a giant whale. I can fly them all there. Lady Ugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the immortal flames can provide. You guys want food or something? Food. Samurai. Not a samurai. No, red mage. Not a samurai. Samurai's pretty cool. But yeah. Skacha. Oh my god, the person just fucking evaporated. Oh my god. Whoop. Whoop. What's it? Let's go. We are concerned that the Delman refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship, with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momoti has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such time as they are ready to set out for Mordona. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. You're kind of the best. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the Immortal Flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a smaller number, mayhap it would go unnoticed. The Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Mordona. Mordoma? When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans on the Doman's behalf. Very well. We should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. After all that has befallen these good people, it is the least I can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Ul'dah, Lady Ugidi. And you in Revenant's Toll, my lord. You don't seem so bad. Well, it sounds like we all have work to do. Lady Ugidi, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? Arbai, I would entrust the task of escorting our Doman friends to you, after you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? Nodders. Nod, nodding. I'm nodding. I'm nodding. Nice. Take a drink. One moment. Alright. Ugidi's game. Alphino has a mind to send you to Vesper Bay. As we speak, the Domans prepare for departure at Vesper Bay, wherefrom they will be transported by carriage to Ul'dah. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees required some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Weeble, I would have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small. In short, whatever must needs be done, do it. Speak with a man named Hozon when you arrive. As Lady Ugiri tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group. Ozon. Oh my god, that's a cute sweater. What about Horizon? Forza. Horizon. I've never played a Forza game in my entire life. I've been kidnapped by a giant robot hen. Please, save me, I am terrified. It is stealing me, I am going to die. This ain't so bad. And then it just smacks me into the ground. Bonk, bonk, bonk. What are you doing? Oh, it's been too long. Too goddamn long since I've traveled across Eorzea. I can't wait to take to the road again. He has a flying cart. Do you think it flies on its own? Is it like a hot air balloon? Oh, and the chocobos can fly, so the chocobos can make it move in directions. That's very smart. A car. Why are all of you dressed in the same outfit? Ome. Oh, you can smell their stench on the wind even here. What, the Garleans? They have a base right over there. No one's there right now, but they live there. Greetings. Alphino informed me that a scion would be arriving to help with the preparations. I am honored to meet you, though shamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. Don't worry. Literally happens everywhere. I knew from a glance what manner of man you were. I do have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Pray forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round up the children that have been given into my care? They are most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I have failed. Hide and seek. Let's go! You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out my son Yozan. He can tell you more. Yo ho fiddle-dee dee. This flying gooboo is funny to me. Hello. Oh, hello there. Yo, I'm Yozan, son of Ozan. Will you be coming with us to Ul'dah? I hear we're traveling by horsebird-drawn carriage. But don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride like horses. I still want to try riding one, but the fuck's a horse? What's that? You're looking for the others. Don't worry, I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help, though. We were just finishing a game of hide and seek. 3 players are still in hiding, and since Lady Ugiri told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. The Vesperay isn't that big. I bet you can find them in no time. You know what helps with this? Whale! Hello, hiding child. You did not do very well. Hey, you're not Yozan. Who are you? I'm Koharu. People wobble, eh? I didn't know anyone else was a... Wait a minute. You're one of those, stallions, aren't you? Those scions. Then you must know Lady Ugiri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek, too. Oh, right. It's almost time to go. Nice meeting you, Weeble Wobble. I do, in fact, weeble and wobble. But I've yet to fall down, and you won't see me do it. Someone go out here. Negative. Meow. Meow. Hiding behind here, are you? Found you. Are you playing? No fair. Yozan didn't say anything about adults. Huh? We get to ride a horsebird carriage? I don't know. Sounds scary. But if Yozon says it's safe, I'll go. Yozon believes it to be very safe. Whoosh. And now I'm up here. But you can't get down from up here because there's no walking there. And that makes me very sad. Sad. I'm hunting you. And I'm going to find you. And then you're getting in the goddamn car. And there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing at all. Where the hell are you? As I said to Taru when I was about to go, whoa! Whoa! Child, where are you? Alright, this one's well hidden. Well hided. Pick it up, 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 up. Gotta be in one of these houses. Yo, what up? Later. God damn it, I'm dumb. Hello! How'd you find me? Guess I need to practice more. Maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Garleans didn't find me. Oh, now I'm sad. God damn it. Vroom! Nice animation. Wonderful. All the children are counted hide and seek. Oh, I see that you are curious. It's quite simple, really. Lady Ugiri thought it best that the children know what to do in case the Garleans found us. Yeah, I gathered that. She'd hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. I mean, you're going to be setting up base right next, or you're going to be setting up town right next to a former fort. Hopefully that doesn't bother you. Also, I will be right back. And then I died. Hello. I'm back. Shut up, Chocobo music. Why we adventure. At long last, Ozon and his group are ready to leave Vesper Bay. Nice. Don't look at me. Ooh. Fairly shiny. The first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father Home, will be traveling in the lead carriage together with young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Ul'dah is regularly patrolled by your brass braids, it would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you are ready to leave, please inform our coachman. My friends call me Coach. Whoa! And then I threw up everywhere. What up? I'm on a turtle. Grandfather is so lucky. These horse birds smell terrible. You take that back. I love chocobos. It's just so fluffy. Pet it. Its feathers are soft. These reports of a great beast on the road to Ul'dah are most troubling. Fascinating creatures. Whence did they come? A great beast on the road. Sounds to me like a boss fight. My friends call me Coat. You gonna be off, are you? Aye, well, I was meaning to have a word with you about that. Runner from the Blade says we might have a problem. A fierce-looking beastie's been sighted south of the bridge to Hammerley. Might be someone's eyes are playing tricks on him, of course. But it don't pay to gamble in this business. Now, I know you can handle yourself in a fight. But this lot here's another story. So I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure the area's safe like. Hey, if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way's clear, meet us outside Horizon. The Blades tell me the road's safe there. So I reckon we can make it that far on our own. Assuming the self-same bastards don't try to rob us, that is. I'm going to go kill the dangerous beast. With my fist. I'm going to fist a dragon? What do you think it is? Is it a dragon? Is it a particularly large frog? What are ye? The moment of truth arrives. Fists of fire equipped. Ah, a demon! I'm going to fist this eyeball. Stop throwing rocks at me. Nice. Was that it? That was it. Not going to have me do anything about these pasty lizards, or... Oh wow, you made it over here very quickly. It pleases me to see you well. Come, let the coachman know we can continue onward to Ul'dah. I must say, that was a surprisingly pleasant ride. Mayhap the journey to Revenant's Stoll will not be so bad after all. Which do you think would win in a race? Horse or horse bird? Horse bird. They have wings. Does that mean they can fly? And does that mean we can fly if we ride one? Yeah. And there he goes. So there was a beastie. Was being the operative word, eh? Aye. I saved your life and the day. You're welcome. Is what I do. Well fought, sir, well fought. Oh, if only I were in better health. I should have been proud to stand at your side. Pay my son no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. Don't die. Humph. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten. Lady Ugiri's kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life. All this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, Father. To she who has given everything, we shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch digging, brick laying, it matters not. Revenant's toll will grow and prosper by our hands. Nodders. Oh my god, they just killed Grandpa. I can't believe he's fucking dead, dude. Hey, Mr. Weeble, Koharu and I want to know why you became an adventurer. Wild Rose. To go whither the wild rose blooms. No, this is the same answer I gave at the beginning. I'm here for money, baby. Money, eh? Yes, I want money too. Could do a lot of things if I had some, well, any. You want some? It's my turn now. Excuse me, Mr. Weeble, I've got a question. What's Revenant's Toll like? Is it pretty? Oh, fuck yes. It's a stone's throw from an Imperial caster? It's the home to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Let's not tell them about their neighbors. Oh, so you live there with your friends. That means you'll always be there to protect us. Yeah. Enough, Koharu. It's my turn again. Mr. Weeble, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Well, can you equip a soul stone? Buy weapons and armor from Rowena. True. Now, honestly, to get experience, you need to actually go out and find quests. Quests and dungeons, baby. That's how you get more powerful. The best gear don't matter if you're not high enough level to experience it. Or to equip it, rather. Of course. To be a better adventurer, you need to go adventuring. Alright, that's enough questions for Mr. Weeble. That's not fair. Why does Yozan always get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. I'll answer another question. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Nodders. Nodders! Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Mr. Weeble. I won't forget it. I'm going to be an adventurer, too. Nodders, nodders. When we get to Revenant's Toll, let's make an adventurer's guild for Delmans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Mr. Weeble and Lady Ugiri. Yeah, just like Mr. Weeble and Lady Ugiri. We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. will you be joining us? Nodders. I give one single nod. It's my answer to everything. And I will answer more questions, because that's all I'm good for, is answering questions. Now, things will get a little bit scary when we get to Northern Thanalan. It's kind of fucked up. We're not going to... Why are we going this way? Coach? I'm letting Master Alpha know we're here. I need to stay with the birds. I bet they could keep out an entire legion with those walls. I mean, the wall is based off of a Gubu, and those guys are quite thick. Would you look at that? How many steps are there? 100. I'm going to count. It will be a good place. It will be good to sleep in a proper bed for a change, even if it's only for a night. It says there's 80 sins of Sasimo, so I'm assuming there's 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. He wants to bet it's also 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wait. I'm back. Welcome back, one though. I'm counting stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's 77. Why though? Because it says that there's 80, and this kid was like, "How many stairs are there? I bet there's 100." And it's like, I want to know how many steps there are. It turns out that there's 77 steps on the 80 sins of Sasimo. And I find that hilarious. Alrighty, let us go to the quicksand while I deal with some display settings. Okay, I'm sure that's fine. False advertising. They're incorrect! Like 25% off. Even one step off is unacceptable! Hey, I'm back. Has the first group arrived already? Wonderful. Pray inform Master Alpha at once. We welcome your return, Master Wobble. I pray they do not grow too accustomed to this treatment. It is a welcome respite, to be sure, but a far cry from what we can expect in Revenant's Toll. Yeah, you're all going to die. Have fun. Ah, Weeble. I take it the first group has arrived. Excellent. Is there aught else? No, I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Yugiri should travel to Revenant's Toll forthwith. I will love to be in Revenant's Toll. The sky is normally purple. Just don't go outside when you get crushed by a giant boy. All due respect, Alphino would have you and Yugiri depart for Revenant's Toll without delay. It is past time Lady Yugiri met with the guild representatives in Revenant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Thanalan which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. First, speak with Slafborn upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yugiri to Menphilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting ties should stand the Domans in good stead for that which is to come. Safe travels, Weevil. And this is how Revenant's Toll was originally built. You needn't concern yourself with affairs here, Weevil. I am more than capable of overseeing preparations for the remaining caravans. If other Doman vessels arrive, I will inform the antecedents at once. We are ready to depart at your earliest convenience, but say the word and we shall follow. Many great and terrible beasts roams the wastes of Mortona, yes? Then we must needs keep a closer eye on the children, so they don't get stolen by a giant. I hope this proves to be the final leg of our journey. The Malms have taken their toll. A Revenant's Toll. Later. Oh wait, they can't teleport. Fuck! They'll never find their way here now. Anyway, Slap Bear, let's go. Talk to me, baby. Slap your bear. And this must be the esteemed Lady Yugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends and bid you welcome to the toll. I hope you do not find our dearth of fineries off-putting. For though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slafborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand, I give the same speech to all new arrivals. And you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We are both frontier hands as far as I'm concerned. Same word. As you wish, Slafborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Of slapping bears. Our guests have yet to meet the antecedent. Seven Hells, Weeble, why are you wasting time with me? See them to the rising stones. You got it, mustache man. Anyway, while he was explaining, like, this, like, ignore the fact that we're poor as hell. It's because this used to be, like, an actual camp. Like, you'd have, like, tents around. Like, just these tents. These patches, like, actually added up all of the fortress and the keep. The post-game patches that we are currently in. It added all of this to show up the building of the castle. Because of the domans. The sentries appear more than capable, even though it may be best to forbid people from venturing beyond the walls unescorted, for the time being, at least. At long last, we have an opportunity to prove our worth. You shan't regret this, sir.
The
Joel owes much to the generous contributions of the Elder Seer and the antecedent. I know you were involved too, Weeble. Gave the Moggles Guard and the Kingwood foray. Well done. I kicked his ass. Good King Moggle, good King Mog. Brave and noble Lord. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the Rising Stones anon. I will be waiting for you. You better not disappoint me. Not that big a deal. Palimo. The Orsea may be a land of many cultures and creeds, but nevertheless suspect that the Delmans will struggle to adapt. Ultene? As is the case with other distant lands, I have heard rumors of mysterious magics and martial arts. I do not lend credence to these tales, but I cannot help but hope that some are true. I wonder what herbs and spices they use in Doma. Maybe there's something I could add to my special tonic. Tonic? Horny boulder. What is this little thing? Nothing compared to... this little thing? It's nothing compared to what the Delmans have endured. I mean, true. Why are you wearing a codpiece? So many youths these days fail to understand that it is incumbent on everyone to help those in need. That's why it's so wonderful when young men like Hoary Boulder rise to the occasion. I want to see his boulders. Did they really sail the half-rotted ship all the way from Othard? Isn't that dangerous? What if it had sprung a leak? Then they would all die a horrible death of drowning at sea. And it would be fucking horrifying. Anyway. I'm going to the solar, going to say hello to the sun. Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. Is no use. Our attempts to reach the students of Baldesion continue to meet with failure. Urianger has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught. We will persevere, of course. Persevere, of course. Yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. They've been fucked up. How fare the Domans? I'm given to understand you were kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unsolved. Yeah, we never did figure out what's going on with the crystal. Came back to the first thing I hear is I want his boulders. He's a big man. Let me see his hoary boulders. His hairy boulders. Hey. We're a family-friendly stream here. I should not blame you if you did. Nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees. Not when it was within our power to help them. Lady Ugiri is here. Please, show her in. I should very much like to meet her. I want to recruit her into my weird cult. Nodders. Not nodders. Everybody give a nod. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady. But are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Revenant's toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. Nodders. As ever, it has been a pleasure, antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave, as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Did you require aught else? Pray speak with Slaffborn. Lady Ugiri? Weeble? Later, nerd. Nod. It's the favorite method of communication in Eorzea, is just nod and then walk away. Mayhap I worry over much. With so many able-bodied adventurers about, what beasts could pose a threat? I dare not give myself to hope in full, but for the first time in many moons I am willing to do so. I am amazed that none of us here knew of the War of Succession until we arrived. That none here knew the War of Succession before we arrived. You surely heard naught of what has transpired. I'm assuming the Emperor has died. Cool. Amin and I will make all the necessary preparations to ensure that our Doman friends feel at home upon their arrival. Though I must admit that I am still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Y'shtola should be returning anon with a report from a field. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival. God, finally, we figure out what happened. Maybe. Hey, Thancred's here. Well.
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
One second. There you go.
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet. Which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Wait, does that mean Ifrit is back?
Then we have our explanation.
That's not good.
Your explanation for what? Pray tell.
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagan activity of late.
Oh my god.
Oh gods. They mean to summon Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas.
Leviathan.
But there is more. One of the Sahagan, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
My head! I want the gift of knowledge and eternity. An eternity of loading.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Is it the goddamn coral tridents again?
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless ones. And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
God, that was a terrifying noise.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary?
It's the Ascian.
We have outstayed our welcome.
It's an Ascian telling them how to summon a primal. Is what they do. Come on, you Stola, use your brain.
The gift and knowledge.
I'm gonna turn it up a tad.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not? Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act
That would
swiftly,
be a thing.
Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Oh yeah. Oh
Aye.
yeah.
A Primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
Primal?
A godlike being whose very
Aegon?
existence is a bane upon the land. We Scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
We kill gods.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
Do they not have primals in Doma?
It would be most welcome. When contending with a Primal, one can
I thought they
never
had
have
them
too many
everywhere.
able allies. If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
I thought they had primals everywhere. Wasn't that kind of like the inner justification for Arlian conquest? Bum-ba-dum-ba-da, wow. Alright, 1 second. I need to go get something set right up. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry, I just needed to sit down a tad. My knee hurts. Also, my computer is going insane, so if you hear the sound of wind blowing, it is my computer. Alright. Minfilia! The water rises. Minfilia wishes to share some words on the coming mission prior to departing for Limsa Lominsa. Plainly, should the worst come to pass and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, he may very well think that that eventuality inevitable. Yet so long as there's even a chance that the Primal's return might be prevented, we must needs bend all our efforts towards achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Limsa Lominsa and meet with the Admiral. She will not have been idle in the intervening time, and will doubtless have valuable information to share. Pirate Lady. Or as some call her, Mommy. Everyone really, really likes her. Oh, wow. Give me 1 second. I can't do anything to them because I'm loading. God, I need to update my computer. Alright, and skadaboop. Skadoosh. Nice. Oh my god, is that an edgy gunblade? Oh my god. Up. Yeah, maybe later, Deputy Postmuggle. Not today! Right now I need to talk to Xanthale, who has a very intimidating name. You are expected. Pray take this lift to the command room. I will take this lift to the command room, pray. Mulvib! Hello. Welcome, friends. I take it Y'shtola has apprised you of the situation. Let us waste no time then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin had not crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the servant reavers venturing as far as Thanalan to supplement their cache. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. Needless to say, I am not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. Whoa! Can't just say that. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we would welcome the Scion's support in this endeavor. But if, gods forbid, our efforts should come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as I did when Titan last walked these lands. Lady Minfilia, I am given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have sound reasons for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I would rather not be drawn on their nature. I will only say that there is something I would see with mine own eyes. Is that so? Well, I am not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require, but precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Weibel, Maelstrom scouts are generally reconnoitering Sahagin movements within the Supsa spawning grounds. Upon completing their mission, they will return to the operations staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith, that you might be apprised of the latest intelligence. Commander Fogbrida has charge of the garrison. I am very well familiar with the Sopsa spawning grounds. I have done that entire goddamn thing. I did the Sahagin quests. I've been there a lot. It was actually quite fun. I actually quite liked it. Didn't do it on stream, but I did like it. Ow, wow! What a good puppy. Let's see, I've done the Sahagin and the Sylphs. Next on the list, Mulja. And also Kobolds. Kobolds and the Mulja. Oh yeah, you. You're the person that kept thinking that the castle was under attack from like moles, like. Hello, Falkbreeder. How you doing? I've been expecting you, Scion of the Seventh Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent Leviathan's return. Leviathan. Falkbreeder is growing ever more agitated by the minute. Scouts in distress. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter the Sopsa spawning grounds. Though it pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom has never faced a foe the likes of this before. We must proceed with all due caution. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. And yet, their return is long overdue. I fear that ill may have befallen them. For better or worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it is not too much to ask, I would have you aid us in the search. 5 scouts have ventured into Sopsa, all told. Here, take this flask of restorative to tend to those who may have been wounded. Though it pains me to even consider the notion, if they have perished, circumstances permitting, I ask that you recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory, however. We can ill afford to lose you at this juncture. Hey, you want me to kill some of them? I can do that. I can go talk to my friends. Twins. What up, Nove?
Shrivel, you're welcome in the nursery. Stay, tell tall tales to the spawnlings and partake of our bounty. There's always more fish broth for our shore walker clutchmate.
I love you. Even though he still hates us and wants us all to die, he's very cool. I don't think I have any... No, I don't have any,
Psash.
I don't have any Sash. Sahagin money. You want some dead? I can do that for you. Up. Why don't I just go whoop? Hello, is anybody dead here? Storm Private. Here, you're wounded. Here, drink this pink juice. Thank you. I owe you my life. We were ambushed by the Serpent Reavers. Lightly armed as we are, we didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They were taken to the Serpent's tongue, I'm certain of it. I'm serpent of it. I can make my own way back to camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg you. Hey, yo, you got it. Don't you gotta worry, I'm driving a car without moving my hands. I'm just driving a car, not moving hands. Oh hey, I've done this quest. And by quest I mean fate. Oh my god, they're dead, you monster! How could you kill someone? Oh, hey.
Look here, lads. Fresh meat for the larder.
Wrong button. Oh god, I lagged. Pathetic. Alright, time to pick up more corpses in my inventory. A concerningly common occurrence in this game. The mutilated corpse of a Maelstrom soldier. Yikes. Well. Don't know where I put him. Let's go, puppy.
To the sky.
This is Aetherite, correct? Kinda like that. Oh my god, it's Death Mountain. I wonder if there's any Gorons there. You know what I would play? I would play a Zelda MMO. I think that would be very fun. You've returned, thank the Navigator. When I learned that you went to the Serpent's Tongue by yourself, I feared you would meet an untimely demise. But tell me, what became of the others? They're dead, Jim. Dear gods. These wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. Does their savagery know no bounds? Enemies or no, they go too far. I dread to think what may have become of the two who remain unaccounted for. I pray that they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear, but we have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when they do.
We're going to war?
The gift of eternity. Ogbrida awaits the commencement of the operation with barely concealed rage. I don't think she's concealing it at all. Thrice-damned fishback bastards. I'll kill them slowly, and then chase their rotten souls through all 7 hells. I like your boots. They're very pink. Peace, Commander. We are here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind at the task at hand, Savvy. My apologies, Admiral. You may count on me to keep a clear head. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahagin and their thralls have already begun to amass at the Aetherite in the depths of Sapsa. If we are to act, it must be now. The men are ready. We but await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagin have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is like to be met with fierce resistance. But we are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, Our ultimate objective is to take the Sopsa Aetheryte and eliminate the Sahagin priest presiding over the summoning. We are not here to kill them all. Just that one. The Maelstrom shall engage and distract the Sahagin's legion of drowned pirates at the Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you have charge over this effort. Be mindful that the lay of the land there is devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign levy spearhead the assault, and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. At the self-same moment, a diversionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from offshore. In likewise, we Scions shall form smaller units in hopes of confusing the Sahagin defensive effort. Weeble and Y'shtola, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversions should serve to thin the enemy's defenses, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwarranted attention. Nodders. Tancred and Yugiri, your mission is to lure as many Sahagin as possible out of the spawning grounds. Having done so, take to your heels and circle round to join the infiltration unit of Y'shtola and Weeble. Nodders. When all has been set in motion, I myself shall cut a path to the Aetheryte, accompanied by Lady Minfilia as was agreed. Well, don't let me keep you, friends. To battle! To battle! When last did we fight side by side, Weeble? Too long ago, I warrant. But come, let us away. It's been like 6 months since we fought Titan. God, it's been for fucking ever. I am very prompt. Yeet. I am suddenly very tired. That is not good. I'm gonna drink some water to hopefully wake myself up a tad. Sturm Sergeant. To get the Fishback's Aetheryte, you'll need to fight your way through 3 checkpoints in all. No small task, that, but at least you won't have so many drowned pirates to worry about. You lads will be keeping them nice and busy for you. Aw, thanks. You wanna let me in? Cool. The guard and me, we have an understanding. He wouldn't do anything. The summoning ritual is taking place at the Beastman Aetheryte deep within. Thither we must go. Obstructing our way is a multitude of checkpoints. It would be well advised to dispatch as many enemies as possible along the way, that we might avoid later interference. Let us take separate routes and merge before the Aetheryte, the better to confuse the enemy sentinels. I go to the left.
The intruders! The intruders!
Yeah, and what you gonna do about it? Get punched. But, oh, Jesus. That was intimidating. Continuing on.
Summon reinforcements!
I doubt you'll be able to. God, you're terrifying looking.
You will pay with your lives.
I'm sorry, but I only have one. I am very poor. Ba-da. Lord Leviathan. Leviathan, Leviathan. Leviathan, Leviathan. Nice. Oh my god, axolotls. God, I hate their eyeballs. Oh no, it ate me. I got better. Shola, what? Good? What happened? Pray do not concern yourself. 'Twas but a glancing blow. Come, the Aetherite is close at hand. Let us press on. I'm pressing. I'm awning. God, you look so dumb with that hat. Oh boy.
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
There we go. Oh my god. Nice throw, dude.
Did I miss much?
You're that ninja. Oh my god, actual ninjas. I love ninjas. I used to watch Naruto all the time.
Far East. Mental note: pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
Just start stabbing people. What happens with getting rid of elegance? Nerd. So goddamn cool. I need to get rid of elegance. I forsake elegance for efficiency. And then he does backflips and shit.
To the Aetherite.
What a Weasley little liar, dude. Alright, bye. Hello, Captain Fishman. That's how they sound. He speaks Sahagin. Oh my god, it's a gun.
You'll forgive me my lateness.
Ow, wow. I forgive you your lateness. What was with that superhero pose in mid-flight?
I've been something of my ability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
What do you mean as of late, Thancred?
Long have you shriveled Shorewalkers
Shorewalker.
tormented our kind.
Long have you
But no
demented
more.
shorewalkers.
Your time is at an end.
No use, Smile.
You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs.
Yo,
You
bars.
feel that?
Yeah, they're summoning the primal. I'm ready, y'all ready? Here we go!
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What?
Such power! It is transcendent!
Just shoot him. Oh my god. Oh.
7 hells.
You just date that guy.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile. I have mastered the gift. I am eternal.
What if we kill all of the Sahagin? Then what?
Oh, mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Oh Lord, he
Die,
coming.
Damn you!
Shoot him again. Just keep shooting. There you go.
Foolish shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
Oh boy.
Heavens forfend.
Damn it all!
He's here to cast Tidal Wave on us, man.
My being am the way. It could by right be infinite. Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
Get eaten by the primal bird. Oh, he's leaving. Oh, okay, bye. No tidal wave, I guess.
Where did he go?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon. Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates.
Wait, did they sink the entire navy?
Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost.
Oh.
For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
Oh, he is casting tidal wave. Oh, fuck. That's what he does in 7. It ruins everyone's day. Oh, look at that. You didn't see anything, but still. I've played 7. He uses tidal wave, and it's terrifying. Had we only arrived but a moment earlier, but there is no time to brood over what might have been. Leviathan is returned, and we must needs find a way to deal with him. Though the mission ended in failure, I take solace in the knowledge that Menphilia is unarmed. Also unarmed, but that's okay. If we meet Leviathan on the open sea, we put ourselves at the Primal's mercy. We must think of a way to face him on equal terms. Get a really big fishing rod. The gods of this realm are vengeful beings. It is of little wonder the Garleans fear their kind so. So you do know what they are. Understand, I speak of no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise entire coastal settlements if his last attempt is any guide. We cannot suffer history to be repeated. Yet how in the seven hells are we to prevent it? A big boat. It's the heart of the world. Melfib is brooding over Leviathan's return. Though our plight cries out for action, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none, of that you may be sure. But Limlin herself would struggle to best the Lord of the World in his element. In a straight fight, he would make meat and matchwood of us. We need another plan, that much is plain. Let us return to Limsa and see if we can not think of one. I shall await you in the command room. What y'all looking at? So if they just call it Limsa, what does Lominsa mean? Limbo Lomimbo. Man. The city on the sea. Ugh. Do you think if you leveled Fisher high enough, you could beat Leviathan? Has anyone ever taken just a bunch of like max level fishermen to fight Leviathan? I think that would be hilarious. You are expected in the command room. Pray do not keep the Admiral waiting. I will teleport. That's what I do. To confront the Lord of the World in his watery domain is far from ideal. Yet he is not like to come to us. Would that he lacked the means to strike us from afar. But out his tongue. When I saw Leviathan rise from the depths, I cannot well describe what I felt. No words could prepare one for such a sight. The Sahagin Elder claimed to have become eternal, yet he was summarily consumed by Leviathan. What might this imply? I mean, he became Aether. Isn't that what primals do? They eat ether? That's why crystals are used to summon them? So he just ate him. Being the observant adventurer that you are, you will doubtless have noticed my dagger work back at Sapsa. You know me, Weevil. I like to dabble in a bit of this and a bit of that. Yeah, you were very cool. He wanted to show off. Inzars the Fearsome. If Leviathan is allowed to unleash a tidal wave, nothing within 10 miles of the coast to be safe, let alone Nimsa. I trust you see what's at stake here. Yeah, literally the entire fucking island. Wait a minute. This map doesn't match the map underneath it. What the hell? Oh my God. Disgusting.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western Lanosha. Hearthstone, 'twas called.
I remember
Some
that
years
place.
prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the Company of Heroes
Wait,
put
was it
him
Hearthstone
down
or is it
before
something
he could
else?
do too much damage.
There's like a quest you do in
But when the
Sahagin
bastard
area.
came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Hearthstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystal stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations. If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The primal must be stopped.
They must be stopped.
That was ever
Like
our
a
objective,
clickbait
Aliulo.
YouTube video
But
time.
how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
Crash a big boat into him.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The Company of Heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
What if I just fly over him with a chocobo and bait him?
Admiral, if I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe.
We need to kill the sea.
This, in effect, is what the Company of Heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told.
Dude! What if we just get a bunch of black mages? Find where Leviathan is, and they just spam Blizzard into the water until it freezes. Just freeze him in the ocean! Hell yeah!
If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Oh, no, no, no. You're not going to send me on another
Begging
crystal
your
hunt.
pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due.
Why not use a large sponge,
this is
right?
something I heard from an old
Just soak up the
archaeologist
ocean.
friend of mine.
You can wring it back out later.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe. But I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed two ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain this is the guy that sent me to go find the
Now, from what I have gleaned
Mistbeard's treasure.
The device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target.
That was a quest I did
To
off stream,
which
I'm fairly certain.
We must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel. Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
What a hero.
It will be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabee Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slafierson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
God, his hands are huge. Thank you, Water Shrek.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, Warrior of Light.
Hey, yo, you got it. Nod. I punch gods. It's what I do. Nothing new to talk about. Okay. I have my people working triple shifts on the twin vessel, but it will take some time yet. Time we may not have. Seven hells, this waiting is liable to drive the lot of us mad. Joke's on you. I'm already mad. Grr, I'm angry. Beings held as gods also exist in what you call the Far East. Legends tell us that they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Yeah, they suck. Now that I have come face to face with a primal, I do begin to understand why the Garleans fear them so. Oh my god. Supposed to knock, not kick. What is it?
A message, Admiral. I judged it best that it be delivered at once.
I am listening.
According to the Yellow Jackets, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan.
The fucking Titus guy. One of the company of heroes?
The details are yet hazy, Admiral. We've dispatched one of our own to question the individual.
I am disinclined to put any store by this claim. And even should it be true, it is as Y'shtola said. None save the company of heroes have bested Leviathan, and we know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we do not know already? And yet, having wagered limps of survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, can we afford to ignore this man? If his testimony could yield us any manner of advantage, should we not hear it? Damn it all. The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on this supposed Primal Slayer's claims. Weeble, seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning in idleness.
I bet it's Titus guy. The man you're looking for is believed to be a resident of the Grey Fleet in Lower Lenosha. The storm private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful.
Living in the Grey Fleet. From the company of heroes? One's a goblin who lives at the Goblin Place. Then you have Whisket, who lives at Costa del Sol. Then you have the leader of the U, who lives in southern Thanalan. You have the elf, the Ellison, who lives at the outpost in Redania, and the Wine Lalafell. Concerning. Wait a minute. It's the Titus guy. It's him again. That some bitch. I know how I killed Titus. I'm the best goddamn. I was in a company of heroes. It was so goddamn cool. Please pay me. Yeah, it's him. Is he going to want to challenge us to another rock breaking contest? Because I'll break his rocks with my stone iron grip. It is very quiet. There we go. I don't know why the sound effects had died for a second. Knock. Ah, tracked him. Ah, you some bit. Now, look here, you'll have your bloody story. Right after you carry those sacks of grains over to the mill. But, sir, that's what you said before you had me pick those oranges for you. And before I mucked out the chocobo stables. And before I rolled that millstone over to the mill. And also before... God, what a joke. Gods, man, I've worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days. And do you hear me complaining? What is that tattoo? Bah, I suppose some of us just ain't made for the rougher stuff. Alright. I'll give you what you want. Never let it be said that old Tractor ain't a generous soul. Now prick up your ears, because I won't be repeating myself. Too modest, see? Besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take in one sitting, you can. Ahem. The tale of Tractum's epic victory over the dread primal Leviabetus. You got diabetes. Now, Leviabetus is huge, make no mistake. To give you an idea how big, each of his scales is about as wide across as my members long. That's no mean feat, let me tell you. Honestly, you're actually less impressive given your body size. When I fought him, I could barely see for all the brine he was pelting me with. Must have been a lagoon's worth at least. Even knocked me trusty axe out of my hands at one stage. Of course, that proved to be a grave mistake. What happened next? Why, I grabbed him by the tail and tied him up in knots. But not wanting to take all the glory for myself, I let my mates in the company of Hero handle the rest. Like I said, I'm modest as well as heroic. Mayhap too modest. Now, there's some reason some say you can never truly beat Leviabetus. That you got to learn to live with him and make a best of a bad situation. Not the company, though. Aye. Oh, it's you! I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just enjoying the intention is all. I take back everything I said. I was never part of the company of heroes. I'm no moron. I'm actually a complete coward. I'm nothing. I'm Chocobo Dung. No, I'm the maggots you find regulating in Chocobo Dung. I have to lie to women to tumble them, and that don't happen much. My member's tiny. It's pathetic. The truth comes out. I sure as hell didn't fight Leviabetus, but I have seen him with my own eyes. It was a fair few years back, when I was working as a baker's hand. I was shirking my duties one day, loitering about the harbour when I saw it. A great big massive sea serpent, some momes off the coast, with a fleet of galleons making straight for it, cannons firing. I was so bloody scared I soiled myself right there and then. What? Oh God, it's just remembering that day made me soil myself all over again. I couldn't tell the difference. Hey, wait. You're here asking after Leviabetus. Means you're planning to fight him, ain't you? Well, take care. He really is terrible. Dreadful, I tell you. If you're not careful, you'll end up in his gullet or at the bottom of the sea. Thanks for telling us nothing we didn't already know. Why, you worthless, lying horseman. Can't believe you made me handle Chocobo Dung. Got him. Weeble, this is Menphilia. Were you able to learn aught of use against Leviathan? Literally nothing. I beg your pardon. Leviabetus? I see. That is unfortunate. At any rate, I have tidings for you. The twin vessel is now complete. We await you at the Morbi dry docks. Pray make your way here as soon as you are able. What a fucking idiot. Why are my sound effects fucked? Okay, there we go. The car didn't make its loading up noise. That was weird. Let's go, big boy. Don't look at his anus. It's lewd. I want cake. What do you think Gizzle greens taste like? Do you think they taste like lettuce? Or maybe cabbage? If it tastes like cabbage, I'll go right for that shit. I love me some boiled cabbage. Boiled cabbage and corned beef, dude. Hell yeah. But then again, I'll just eat corned beef on anything. On its own. I fucking love that shit. So good. I haven't had it in forever, though.
Coming in!
Hey, yo, what up? I'm told your jaunt to the Grey Fleet proved fruitless. I don't remember your voice. My sympathies, lad. I'll wager it served to take your mind off the events of recent days, though. But enough of that nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The twin vessel, the Wall Eater I call her, is complete, and she surpasses all my expectations. In addition to her prodigious tonnage, she has been fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. I would also mention that she is nigh unsinkable, but I'm not one to tempt fate. The Wall Eater and her crew stand ready, my friend. Just give the word and we shall bear you to Leviathan. Hell yeah. The time has come, and so have I. Lord of the Whirl. Ainzar stands ready to send you off to your encounter with the Lord of the Whirl. Oh. I was reading the description. I was like, this concoction reduces the rate at which your equipment goes underwater. And I was like, wait, what? Undergoes where? I am literate. I can read. Oh, I know that look. You are ready. Having been constructed in some haste, the Wall Eater may not be pretty, but I assure you she's capable. She has been fitted with what our friends at Naldik and Vermelis are calling an elemental converter. Assuming the thing works, it will use the power of the corrupted crystals on board to rob Leviathan of his hold over water. Depending on how the battle unfolds, you may well need to activate the device manually. Keep that in mind. I'm keeping it in mind. I'm minding. It is expected that the Sahagin and their thralls will attempt to come to Leviathan's defense. Accordingly, the Maelstrom will once again employ diversions. Thancred and Y'shtola, I would have you assist in this effort. If it is to fulfill its purpose, your divisionary force must not want for numbers. By your leave, I too would volunteer my blade.
We would welcome it. Haven't seen you fight in Sapsa. I dare say the fishbacks would find your presence highly diverting. Thancred and Y'shtola, if you would join the 3rd Levy, and Lady Ugiri the 5th. But what words have I for the man who has made sport of slaying gods? Only these. Go warily, for the sea is an unforgiving place to wage war. May the navigator guide you through the storm, warrior of light.
I would echo the Admiral's sentiments, and add a few words of mine own. Know that we all have the utmost faith in you, Weeble. May the crystal bless you and keep you. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm not going to die. The duty fighter has been up... Finally! My God! Where is it? Trials? Trials. The Sahagin, reviled beast tribe native to the Indigo Deep, have succeeded in summoning their voracious god, the primal Leviathan. Should the mighty serpent be allowed to unleash a tidal wave, the entire city of Limsa will be swept into the sea. Faced with watery oblivion, the leaders of the Maelstrom have conceived a desperate plan. By lashing together 2 warships and filling their holds with corrupted crystals, they hope to pierce the Lord of the World's defenses and give a chosen few the chance to dispatch the primal with courage and steel. The War Eater sits in the bay with her towing vessel, the Triumph, awaiting but the command to cast off. I am exited. All right. Before we do this, I'm going to take a quick break, get up, walk around, get a drink, and I suggest you do the same. We will be right back. I need to, I forgot. I forget every time. Okay. Be right back. Is me, I'm back. Hello! Are y'all ready? Let's go. And by let's go, I mean it's time to... Wait for... Wait for it to load. Let's talk to people while we wait. In order to build the Warleys, we had to decommission 2 perfectly serviceable galleons. Suffice it to say, their captains weren't best pleased with the notion. But when I offered them the chance to keep their ships in face of Leviathan in their stead, they magnanimously withdrew their complaints. We must all make sacrifices for the greater good, they said. What brave men. It will require no small amount of helmsmanship to tow the Whirl Eater. I dare say delivering you safely to Leviathan will be a battle in itself. Bum-ba-da-ba-ba-da-da. Bum-ba-da-dum-ba-da. To complete the twin vessel in so short a time and with limited materials, people of Naldik and Vamelis have won an admirer in me. Wait a minute. Why don't we use this big ship? Would that we had armed ourselves with more knowledge beforehand. Well, it cannot now be helped. I take comfort in the fact that you have faced worse odds in the past, and have ever prevailed. You will do so again, of that I have no doubt. When first Master Ainzar proposed the twin vessel, I must confess that I had my doubts. Only now that the Whirl Eater is complete do I see the elegance of this solution. In one boat isn't enough. Tie two boats together. Matement. Ari, matey. Wafufu. I want a waffle now. Ah, to beat him. Ah, to beat him. Wait, isn't this the guy from the Limsa storyline? Isn't that the guy that built the ship? And his dad's like a pirate? That tries to steal the ship? Oh my god, that ninja can fly. Where'd he go? He's walking on sunshine. Whoa! This is our timer, by the way. This is how long we're waiting. Svarcent. All day, every day, we toil here at the docks with none but the sound of hand and hammers to mark the passage of time. If any tall tales to share, I'd be glad for the diversion. Do I look like I can do anything that's tall? Dick. I'm gonna go sit up here on this crane. I can't. I can. Wait. I can't. Uh-oh. Oh no. Help! Help! I'm trapped! Lalafell stuck in a high place. Tale as old as time. Bum-ba-da-dum-ba-da-da, ba-da-dum, ba-da-da, ba-da-dum, bum-bum, ba-da-dum, ba-da. Very Mediterranean roof tiling. It's very cool looking. Ba-da-dum, ba-da. Leviathan, Leviathan, bum bum, Leviathan, Leviathan, ba-dum. Not my favorite boss theme, but it's not bad. I've listened to it. I listen to a lot of Final Fantasy music. Is there any explanation why the different parts of the sky have differently colored stars? Like they're blue? Then they're like green. For some reason they look different here. I remember there being red ones. This is like a cerulean, like a cyan, or a teal. I have trouble telling those colors apart. Those don't look like stars. That looks like dust. Like, that looks like a lot of dust in the sky. Is that supposed to be the Milky Way? Probably. I want to fist a dog real quick. Nice.
Finally! We're in. Please, don't back out. Please, for the love of the 12. Come on. Yes!
Boss fight down, baby. Isn't that the Maelstrom recruiter? He has actual shields. Oh my god. Oh lord, he coming. They are using the ship. They're using the Triumph as the pull boat. And the Whirl Eater is just a large rectangle. Ooh, the drums. Hey, buddy. God, you're cool. I will take everyone else's. I'll take your guys' lead. I don't know what's happening. Whoa! His tail. I don't know why I did that. Don't know what's happening, but I think we're winning. Mine is the power to cleanse all things. Not can withstand the relentless onslaught of my waves. Hey, I think we lived. Challenge me with trickery, fools. Your mortal contrivances cannot quell the raging sea. Ooh. Wasn't so bad. I have no idea what was happening, but we won. Hell yeah. Ba-da-da-da. Guess I'll give it to the healer. I got player commentations for what? I have no idea what was happening. Anyway. Bum-ba-da-bum-ba-da-da. Bum-ba-da-dum-bum-bum-ba-da-dum-ba-da. I'm competent. What's my music set to? Max? Huh. Doesn't feel that loud. That's intimidating energy that I just passed. You know what I'll do? I set you up. There you go. Wanted that you didn't use the giant sponge. I still think that would have been a better idea than build a big rectangular boat. Hit! Hit! There, we'll see how that levels out to be. Knowing the urgency of your business, I thought it best to refrain from making conversation during your past few visits. But today I will permit myself a few words. I feel truly privileged to have had the honor of admitting a hero such as you. You're an inspiration to us all, sir. And on that note, the Admiral awaits you in the command room. Wink. I'm not going to fuck the Admiral. Don't wink at me. That such beings can be defeated runs contrary to all I know. Whence comes your strength and sense of purpose? Oh, you know, I'm a literal god. A number of things did not go exactly to plan, I admit. Leviathan denied us the luxury of ramming him, for one. But let's not quibble over the manner of the victory, eh? If Limsa is safe and we are yet undrowned, I conclude that it has been a good day. Now go and bask in the Admiral's gratitude, will you? You've certainly earned the right. Damn right. My congratulations, Weeble. This victory will serve to quiet the Sahagin, for a time at least. Another notch on the old belt, is it? Well done, my friend. Were I a god, I dare say I would tremble at your summoning.
I play Weeble Wobble in attack position.
So often did you achieve the impossible, that I fear my words of congratulations will begin to sound repetitive, if indeed they have not already. With this in mind, I shall only say that I am glad of your safe return. Close enough. Really, all I want is some money.
We Lominsons are sworn to strive, till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have, had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you. Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally.
I know. I'm
On
great.
behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks.
You're welcome. Where's my money?
'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world, and the boundless potential of man.
Nod.
Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
I want to learn how to be a
And I
ninja.
will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Also a ninja.
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Though
You're
you
that
may labor
ninja.
to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
What? No. He's on the up and up.
You jest, of course.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
Minfilia, please!
What's the matter?
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
My backstory is a fucking cart. Like,
I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Morderna is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in. Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
yeah.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment, but if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
Now that's what I call pog. We ain't gotta pay for food. Hell yeah.
You wished a word in private.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
Stop invading your neighbors.
Our conversation, Y'ashtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the Primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagin's reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
I'll not deny your reasoning. But when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course then, but know that it will lead to no good end.
Yay, war, yay.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us. When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
Well, that's bleak as hell. God damn. Second, I kind of want to shift my boy over a little bit. Give me 1 second. I just want to make a little bit of room for the text box, because I've noticed that my little face is overlapping the text. All right. Hey, we got a durability draft. Yes, that word is pronounced draft. Yes, I hate it. Up. Didn't even get any rum. Oh my, I have a lot of silver pieces. Hey, you guys got a merchant anywhere nearby? Pajumi. Pajoo. Oh god, lag all of a sudden. I think we are okay. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Yeah, there's so many people here. What a beautiful performance. Oh my god, there's so many people. $6,000 gil. Hell yeah, brother. Is that a beefy copper pig? I love him. Let's probably go grab the main quest before I run off and forget where it is. Minion swap. Who we get? The buffalo. Look at this boy. He's really... This boy. Look at him. Look at this good boy. Look at him. Oh, look at how he runs. I love him. Is on Vale. A level 9. Very interesting. When Yugiri met the fraternity, Xanthale has orders to point you in the direction of the Lomensan underworld. The Admiral has informed me of the arrangement. I have in my keeping a letter of introduction for Lady Yugiri. To the south stands a gate leading to a pier for smaller fishing vessels. Look for an inconspicuous Huron man there and present the letter to him. He serves as a gatekeeper of sorts. Now, before you go, I am obliged to remind you that the members of the fraternity to which you would be introduced abide in the shadows of Lomensan society. They value their independence more highly than pirates, and are united by a bond stronger than mithril. To wit, they are invariably wary of new faces. Though to be penned by the Admiral herself, mere words on parchment will get you only so far into their confidence. You must work for every ounce of trust they place in you. But here's the letter. Go to the aforementioned place and show it to the aforementioned man. Oh, and good luck.
I don't need luck.
All I need is fists of the wind and sprint and auto move. Let's go. God, middle mouse key being the auto run binding is so good. I love it so much. They need to level out this road. That is dangerous. Hello, inconspicuous man and shadowy woman. What? Didn't your mommy teach you how to stare? No. Got business with me, Ventura? Yeah, Little Vib's letter of introduction. A letter penned by Admiral Merovib, introducing Yugiri of Doma to the members of Limsa Lomensa's as of yet unnamed secret fraternity. It's the Ninja Guild. I think, unless it's different from the Ninja Guild. So you're the man the Admiral sent word of. Oh, fuck. Whoops. Ah, you must be the Far Easterner what Melvib says wants to train with us. Welcome to Limsa, my lady. I am Yugiri of Doma. 'Tis an honor to make your acquaintance. I must confess, when I first learned of your organization, I had certain preconceptions as to the nature of your membership. It would seem I was mistaken. You're not the first person to say that, lass. Limsa's a city of pirates, to be sure, but pirates don't give two thoughts about keeping a spotless reputation. They hardly need a secret society to do their dirty work. My beers, my people, and I keep to the shadows, but we've got nothing to be ashamed of. Simply better for business that we remain unseen. And so you have developed fighting techniques suited to this purpose. I see. Know that the practitioners of my art, too, are denizens of shadow. 'Tis in stealth that our strength lies. There's much we might learn from one another, I think. And what in the seven hells are we waiting for? If you come with us, you do what's it? We can get acquainted in more private surrounds. Oh, that didn't come out right, did it? They're going to the orgy club. Master Weeble, I shall remain with these people for a time, that I might study their ways. Though I am loath to be separated from my countrymen, I take solace in the knowledge that they are in the best of hands. You have been a true friend to us, Domans. No words would suffice to express my gratitude. Ere long, I hope to begin imparting my martial knowledge to the people of Eorzea. When that time comes, it would be my honor to welcome you as a student. Will you teach me how to be a ninja? One of these days I'll be a ninja. I haven't even become a rogue yet. I need to do more class stuff. Alrighty. Through the maelstrom. This is ominous. Yugiri has the air of a woman bursting with gratitude. Much and more has occurred since first I beheld Eorzea from the galleon's deck. Suffice it to say, I did not envisage being invited to play a part in your noble struggle. But forgive me, I have kept you overlong. Doubtless you have pressing business of your own. Rest assured that I no longer require an escort in this land. When next you meet Lady Menphilia, pray relay to her my humblest thanks. Would that I could do so in person, but I must needs fulfill my promise to the Admiral. Till we meet again, Warrior of Light. Teach them how to be a ninja. Teach me how to be a ninja. Please, I want to be a ninja one of these days. Look at these. Oh. God damn. I need to eat these. I need to use those more when I'm doing leveling. However, I'm not currently leveling, so... Ew. Can't stop me with your sign that says no entry. Yugiri. I have been tasked with helping out in the kitchen. Once I have grown accustomed to my duties, I hope to treat our hosts to traditional Doman cuisine. In my native land, there exist individuals not unlike these adventurers. Without a master to serve, how does one know the path that one must walk? We walk our own path. An adventurer bends not to authority, but lives and acts according to his own beliefs. He is a master of his own destiny. We're fucking crazy. History is our friend, young one. The answers to the problems of the present are oft to be found within the past. We need but seek them out. What if you wanted to solve a problem that's already happened? Like the Garleans destroying Doma. New Game Plus. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Rising Stones. With your cooperation, we hope to grow rich and transform this place and to the piling gold, teehee. Oh, Weeble, forgive me, but I must see to the doman's needs. I want gold. Rising Stones. What a peculiar name for a sanctuary. Should have seen the Waking Sands. You do flatter me, dear, and I do believe you've had a bit too much to drink. Thancred. 15 years ago, a mission took me to Ul'dah. That was a bad hiccup. 'Twas then that I first chanced to gaze upon your beauty. I was utterly transfixed. I dare not blink lest I can't make a hiccup noise. Deprive myself of even a split second of your radiance. God, he's hot. Get him some water. You think this is impressive? In Domo, we trained to run in the treetops. Oh my god, they're all ninjas. What in the seven hells are you doing up there? Get down before you fall and break your neck. Don't mind Papa Limo. Don't mind Papa Limo. He's making a fuss over nothing as usual. Yozon's sense of balance is amazing for a boy his age. I wonder how he got so good. He runs in the trees. Hey. Buddy. Some of the Domans wanted to learn how to fight. It's fallen to me to oversee their training. First, I need to find suitable equipment for everyone. Hey, yo, you need some? I got some hats. I got some clothes. I got some gloves. I actually recently got rid of a bunch of my garbage. But, you know, not that hard to get. Minfilia. 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 Hi. Hello.
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me. When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though
Is
I cannot
Vilbrand the
well
name of the
explain how
island?
it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul. But never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, no less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy. It was of this that Elidibus spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan. And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed.
Kill the body and feed him to a primal.
There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale, yet recent events have given me cause to wonder. Could the legend in fact refer to the Echo? Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Ascians may at last be within sight. With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long.
Oh, hey, there he is. It's the boy.
Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Grave tidings from the Sharlayan motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldessian.
What of them?
What do you
My
think?
lady, the Isle of Val, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
No more? Whatever do you mean?
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be.
Did the Ascians nuke it?
'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
12 preserve.
Do the Ascians have nukes?
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
This is ominous.
It is done, my lord. Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
Revolution?
Duh. Nice. Through the maelstrom, baby. And we got 7,000 gil. Hell yeah. 2.2 done, baby. Nice. Nice. Not bad. I'm honestly kind of happy that we got through it in 4 hours. This is where we will have to end the stream today, though. A lot happened. We kicked Leviathan's ass, we got the Delman settled, and Teleji Adeleji seems to be sus. He's not based like I thought he was. And the students of Baldessian are fucking dead. But that's not surprising. Also, you might be able to kill an Ascian by feeding their essence to a primal. Feeding their ether to a primal. That sounds like a bad idea, though. That sounds like a very bad idea. I would have liked to go for, to get into the next patch, but because I spent all day watching media tour coverage for Endwalker. I ended up being way later than I wanted. So we will have to pick this back up later. Hopefully tomorrow. Depending on weather, I may have IRL things to do. But if not, I'll be back. Oh, and also I'll be keeping, I'll be trying to keep up videos so that people who don't care for the live streams have something to watch. It's almost like there's multiple things that this channel offers, buddy. I'm sorry, that was a little bit rude of me. Alrighty. I hope you all had a good time, because I definitely did. Fucking love this game, dude. I am so happy that I'm finally making story progress. Oh my God. You have no idea how crazy it's been driving me to have to stand still. Because it's like, I'm not making any story progress without being on stream. But I don't want to stream it because I don't think people like it. And eventually it's just like, fuck it, I want to go. Alright. Y'all have a good night. And I will see you all later.